Welcome to the channel. So in the last couple of videos we have covered about basics of functions, like how we can write the function, how we can pass parameters, what is asterisk argument and double asterisk key value arguments, right? So in this tutorial we will cover an important feature in Python, functionality in Python, which is lambda function. Like what is lambda function, which is also known as anonymous function, and how we can write it, right? So normally we define our function using def, okay, but for a very small task we don't have to create a function. So in that case we can use lambda function. So it is basically an anonymous function defined in one line using lambda keyword, and it doesn't need any function definition using def, okay. And how we can write lambda? So this is the syntax how we can write lambda. Is the keyword which we need to use, then we need to pass our arguments, and then we will write our expression how we can use it, okay. So I'll cover demo about this, like how we can use lambda function, okay. Let's say we want to double a number, okay. So normally what we'll do, we'll create a function called double, right? We will pass some parameter, let's say x, which we want to double, and we will write multiply by 2. Like whatever number we are passing will multiply by 2, and when we use this double by passing, let's say 3, we will get 6, okay. So whatever number we are passing, we will get the double of it. Now for this small task we have to define our function, and then we use this return thing and everything. So basically instead of doing that, the whole thing we can do in one line using lambda function. So how we can use it? So we can define just a variable called double, lambda keyword, which is lambda. Then what is the next thing is our arguments. So arguments is nothing but, let's say x, such that x multiply by 2. So x is the number which we will pass, and it will multiply by 2. So x multiply by 2 is our expression. So now we can use it simply in the same way whatever we have done above. So let me change the name so that it will be easy to understand. So now we can pass our number, and then you see we get the same result, right? So it's in one line we can do whatever we have done here. So we don't have to use any definition, and in one line we can use it, okay. Let's say another function, I'll just copy it. Let's say we have add, okay, which will add two numbers, basically x plus y, and when we call it, we'll pass two numbers and we'll get the result as 13. So instead of doing that, what we can do is we can define a lambda function, add lambda. What it will do, we need to define lambda keyword. It will take two arguments, x comma y, two arguments, and then it will return the summation of that. Now we can call this variable lambda function, add underscore lambda, and we will get the same result. You see how easy it is to define a lambda function, and for our simpler task it's better to define lambda instead of doing this, okay. Let's say another example is we have a list of tuple and we want to sort it by the second value, okay. So normally let's say we have pairs equal to, and then we have tuple, right? Let's say 1 comma 2 comma 4 5 comma 4 comma 2 comma 3, whatever, like this. So normally how we will do it, we'll define a function, let's say sort key, okay, where we will pass pair or tuple. This will be a tuple, and then we will return the second element because we want to sort by second element. So we'll pass pair 1. So this will return 2, 4 and 3 one by one, okay. Now To sort it, what we need to do? Pairs dot sort, okay, then key equal to our function sort key, okay, like this. Now if we print pairs, we will get the result sorted by second element. So this is 2, then 3, and then 4. Okay, this is sorted by sort key. Now you wonder how this is working, because here we are passing pair, but here we are not passing any element, right? So generally how it works is sort will take the elements from pairs one by one and it pass. So basically it's something like when we call sort on this list of tuples, what it will do, okay, internally it will call sort, okay, this function basically sort key on 1 2, okay. The same way it will call sort key on 5 4 and then 2 3, okay. So it's not doing that we are passing here list, it's not a list, it's a tuple within that list. So one by one it is iterating, okay. So basically this sort function, it iterates over these pairs and it's calling the sort key individually on each item. That's why we are not passing anything here. So sort function is taking care of calling this function one by one on these pairs. So I hope this is understandable, right? So this was what we used, is using def, right, without anonymous function. So with anonymous function, how it will work? So let's say we have the same pairs again here, okay. What we will do, pairs dot sort. Now key will be, instead of sort key we need to pass a lambda function. So what we will do, lambda, then we need to pass expression x such that we will pass x1. So this x will be our tuple, right? From sort it will take each pair, okay, one by one, and it will pass into the lambda function, and then from there we will get the second element from this x. X is nothing but a tuple, right? X tuple in the list. So it will take it one by one and then it will do the same thing whatever we are doing here, right? On x1 it will, x1 means second element, it will sort the element. So when we print pairs we'll get the same result, 1 2 2 3 5 4. So see how it is, how easy it is to define lambda function and to work. Just keep in mind, for a very complex task we should not use lambda function, we will use our normal function using def. But for simpler tasks like double the element or adding two element, for those things we can use our lambda function, right? So for complex logic just avoid it, use def, okay. So I think it is understandable how we can use a lambda function in our day-to-day programming. So if you need any further help, or if I left anything, just comment below on the video. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.